It was a minute. It was a minute. Hey, we took a much needed break, a little rest, a little bye week. I had that low ankle sprain. We back, baby. Fantasy football, safe space. I'm 7 o'clock. I'm accompanied with my brother from another mother, brother Fox.
Hey, I'm always blessed to be here, ready to talk these fantasy facts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then we got the king, the Kang,
The Kang.
fantasy football big guy, aka BigE. How are you?
What's up, man? Hey, like I say, Uncle Elroy in the house. Can't wait to chop it up with y'all. I'm blessed and highly favored as always, man. Just playing and cheerful and ready to talk. It's a great time, man. Time is here, so let's get it.
Thanks.
Brother Fox, before we get into it, how can the good folks take care of us?
Hey, as always, y'all can give us that HBO special. If you don't know by now, the HBO special is the Help a Brother Out special. So help some brothers out. Hit that like button, subscribe. It truly, truly goes a long way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. With that said, look at, got to shake the rust. Got to shake the rust. It's a low ankle sprain. Let me back out of this.
Hey, I'll kick this off.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So, of all the current holdouts heading into this upcoming season, what player do you see out there could potentially linger on into the season? Now, mind you, we have Jamar Chase.
That's the first one right there.
That's the one.
Jamar Chase. We have CD Lamb.
Yeah.
We have Micah Parsons. He's in practice, so he technically, I think he's going to end up showing up.
Hey, we don't play individual defense players. Fuck him.
You have
he scored no touchdowns.
Dak.
You have Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
You have Williams, the left tackle for the 49ers.
Yeah.
You have Brandon Ayuk for the 49ers.
Right.
Technically, T. Higgins has not signed his franchise tag, so he is not practicing right now. And I think that's of all the major candidates, those are the ones who are there.
Right.
Who do you think lingers longer into the season?
I think 7. I think you hit it on the head too by saying the first name. You know what I'm saying? Jamar Chase. I just think that his situation is different because he hasn't. He's going into his 4th year, or he's about to go into his 4th, and then he has
going into 4.
Right. Then they can pick up the 5th year option. So it's a bigger problem because he really ain't due for a contract yet. You would think he would get it next year, but I understand the brother going to get $4 million, and he doing what another brother getting $35 million a year doing.
There it is. What's going on, Nino? We appreciate you rocking with us.
No doubt. So I think he might be the one. Ayuk, I drafted them last night. Y'all talked about it when he was. I think he's going to get traded. I definitely think he's going to get traded. That's why I kind of drafted them like that, because I think Ayuk is gone. But either way, I just think that Chase is the worst situation.
Without a doubt, in my mind, it's Chase, because Brother Fox says it the best. He's got the rich, poor owner. They don't pay anybody. Not to mention, he's not in his 4th year like CD Lamb. They don't have to pay him. It's year 4. Then he has year 5, and then they could tag him twice. He's stubborn. He feels he's outplayed his contract, rightfully so, but that's just not how it works. And you trying to get out of a rookie deal going into year 4 with a poor owner, and he just breaded Burrow. You out your mind. We're gonna see. He only has to play 8 games to get a full year. I think Ocho Cinco said it best. If he don't get a deal inked before the start of the season, he's probably going to sit for a while.
As much as I want to agree with you guys, I think the thorn out there that actually might linger into the season is Trent Williams. And here's my reasoning why. This isn't the first time Trent Williams has held out. Trent Williams damn near pulled a Le'Veon Bell when he was with the Washington Redskins. He held out. I want to say it was to week 8. This was, I think it was 6 seasons ago with the now Commanders, previous Redskins team. He's shown that when it comes down to his business, he's about that life. He's currently right now, I think he's the fourth or fifth highest paid left tackle in the league, and he's seeing all these young kids, Darisol, out in Minnesota, making significantly more than him, and he knows that he has been the best offensive lineman, like how people talked about
Last
Aaron
decade.
Donald. Yeah, consistency, and just like everyone knows that he is the legitimate number one de facto left tackle right now in the league, regardless of his age. If he continues to play, he's the best guy. And we saw the Niners team. The Niners were 0-3 without him last year. They're a whole different team. Like the whole dynamic of the run game, the play action game, everything changes when Trent Williams isn't out there. And they're focused on the Ayuk situation. So it's like, if they do pay Ayuk, how in the hell are they going to pay Trent Williams?
What up, Albert? Hopefully you're doing well, brother. We appreciate you rocking with us.
Yes, sir.
We got another one. Trent is definitely a top candidate for sure, for sure. I mean, that's the insurance policy. You got all these offensive weapons, all these high-priced, fast and furious cars, but without the insurance, how can Purdy get the ball off to get it to him and feed these guys?
No doubt about it.
What do you guys think about these rookie quarterbacks, man? I know it's preseason, but they 1 and 2 look good for me.
Who do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about both of them. We can talk about one or two, but we're going to talk about both of them. What you think, Big E? Get in there.
Oh, Caleb was all right. I mean, Caleb did good. He had a few dump off passes. I mean,
30.
He did.
30 looking good right now.
30 ain't looking good. I thought about that. They were talking about quarterbacks. With Josh Allen get 31, passing touchdowns this year, which is not going to happen. But Caleb's not going to get it. They're not going to get 30 passing touchdowns, but I think he's going to play well. I hate when they try to put Pat Mahomes on him, I'm saying, so fast. Yeah. I don't know if Brother Fox, he would agree or not. I think he has some skills that look like those little flip passes and different things like that he does. It kind of like how Pat Mahomes, he kind of did the behind the back pass. I ain't seen him do that yet, but I'm like, yo, I just don't think that you should, put him with a 3-time Super Bowl champion. Put that kind of on him. But he did play well. I like Jaden Daniels. Like I said, Penix really showed off, which he didn't play this last game, but he didn't have to after the first game. So I was impressed.
Any thoughts, Brother Fox?
Yeah. So Caleb Williams, I felt like week 1 of the week 2 of the preseason, he came out solid. He came out, he looked well. He played well that first game. This past game, I think it's revisionist history. Some people look at that long pass he made to Roma Dunze, and then he ran the ball in towards the middle of the second quarter. But to me, he had 3 and outs to start the game. He looked really bad the first few.
Right.
He wasn't really going through his progressions. And again, this was against the 2s he was playing against. He wasn't playing against the team's 1s. So I don't know. It's still hard to evaluate, but I do feel like he flashes, and I feel like there's enough on tape that as a Bears fan to get excited about he's going to be able to produce, and he'll fill up the stands, sell some jerseys for sure. Someone I was kind of pleasantly surprised about, albeit he was playing against the second and third team, Bo Nix surprised me. Bo Nix surprised me. He looks sharp in that offense, and it seems like Sean Payton understands that his job is connected to Bo Nix. If Bo Nix plays well, Sean Payton gets fired. So doesn't play well, he gets fired. So he's gonna do everything in his power to make it look like that was an excellent pick. Everyone thought it was a reach. Coming into the draft, like he was projected to go late first, mid second, and the fact that they took him 12th in the draft.
Yeah.
But he looked good, albeit it was against Green Bay's second and third team defense. He still looked good. He orchestrated the offense, a lot of short passes, some screens, and he showed some mobility. He might be their quarterback of the future. Who knows?
Well, you would think so with the draft capital invested in him. He looked sharp. He didn't have too many punts. I saw someone posted a stat where it was like field goal, touchdown, touchdown, field goal, touchdown, punt, touchdown. So when he's putting them in the red zone, he's putting points on the board.
Mhm.
Granted, we all know, we're veterans of the game. We know all the defenses are vanilla. They're not really trying their best. Some guys are obviously trying to make roster, but a lot of guys are just out there getting the kinks out. Just like us, this is light work. This ain't the regular season for us. We don't even got the soundboard set up. So I'm not even on my backdrop. So kudos to him. He seems to be better. I saw someone say best value Herbert, and then I'd always heard Caleb was compared to Pat Mahomes 2 years ago. Yeah. They said that he was Kirkland brand Pat with Cam Newton's maturity, and that's something that always stuck with me. So now that he did that rollout throw, I can see it. Flashes, but like you said, put some respect on Pat. That's my quarterback since I've had a draft already.
I got him in Dynasty. I'm telling you, he definitely performs for fantasy. I don't hate on him in that regard. But yeah. I mean, another guy, J.J. McCarthy, even though he's hurt and he's out for the rest of the year.
He had a flash.
Right. He had a flash, 2 touchdowns. He had 1 interception. At the same time, I'm just saying that because of Justin Jefferson. I don't know how comfortable I am taking. I want Justin Jefferson. I know he did it with Nick Mullins, and Nick Mullins is the backup guy. So I'm like, he could do it with Darnold, but Darnold's known to get hurt, So I just don't. He's blue tent boy. So I just don't know if I want Justin Jefferson. I love the way he plays, and he can play with anybody. But Darnold, I don't know.
Let me ask you guys this question: what do you guys make of the Minnesota Vikings offense without JJ and with Sam Darnold? We're talking now newly acquired Aaron Jones. We're talking Hockenson coming off of a serious injury, looking like he'll probably play week 1 and week 2. And then we don't even know what's going on with Jordan Addison. But what about the other weapons? We always talk about JJ, but they've got some other talented players that you traditionally get drafted in the first 8 rounds. I know Hawk coming off the injury, he's probably going like 11th, 12th round. But what are your thoughts on Minnesota's offense as a whole?
They've hit the injury bug this offseason. Defensively as well as offensively. Mm-hmm. I know Addison got hurt last week. He's still dealing with the off the field charge of the reckless driving charge, and I think a DUI, something of that nature. He had 2 of them in the span of a few months. Really? Hockenson, they shouldn't rush him back to week 1. He got hurt late in the season. If I'm the Minnesota Vikings, I put him on the PUP list. Let him sit for 6 weeks. Let him heal up, just so he can actually return actually have a good year. If they force him back too early, it's never too good, especially at a skill position where he needs to not only block but cut on a dime. You're asking for a re-injury. To me, in the NFL, it's a quarterback-driven league. It's when you have a guy like Sam Darnold, the man who's notoriously known for seeing ghosts on the field. I can't get, excited enough to want to support that squad. And obviously Justin Jefferson went from being the unanimous number 1 pick last year to now he's falling, he's like the wide receiver that you kind of don't want in the first round. It's like, sure, he has the talent to be great, but do you really want to pick him 8th or 9th when somebody else who might have slightly better production is there?
Right.
I just don't trust anyone in that offense. I trust Aaron Jones. I know a lot of people are sour on Aaron Jones, but I trust Aaron Jones. I don't trust anybody else.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm on the same thing. I don't trust anybody else. Like I said, with Hockenson. And tight ends, it's getting a better class of tight ends. But, I mean, Hockenson is like on a first ballot blue tenor, man. He always hurt. He stay on the pup. You know what I'm saying? It kills me. Them Iowa boys, I mean, they're good. The tight ends, they produce tight ends. Kittle, Hockenson, but they stay hurt. Now they got Eric. Oh, he's hurt on Cincinnati's bench. So I'm like, Addison, he's in trouble. Addison would eat because JJ's drawing a lot of double coverage, so they're good. But like you said, you got Aaron Jones. He's long in the tooth, as you say, brother Seven. You already know. But I don't know, man. They're just gonna be a bunch of Jags, man, with a bad quarterback.
Yeah,
couldn't agree more.
Maybe they see some garbage time, but I'm not targeting anyone other than Aaron Jones, and even him, it's got to be 6th round or later.
Yeah, right.
Because he's probably not going to get a whole lot of goal line opportunity. To be honest with you,
would he make it? You think he'll? I don't think Aaron Jones gonna make it to the 6th round.
I don't think so either.
I have to look where he went last night, but I took him in the 6.7 in the experts plugs homies league.
I think I took him in the 5th last night.
Either way, wherever he is, it's thin. Running backs are thin, and I mean it's all. Yeah. It's not like it used to be. I'm gonna talk like I'm an old head in the fantasy game, but not like
you is old, all right.
Am old.
Hey, you long in the tooth.
Hey, you right there. You right there with me. Hey, we both barely 80s babies. But look, straight up, it ain't like it used to be. And I got into fantasy maybe like 2010. I wasn't even like y'all catch. Y'all was doing it way before me, but it was like you had your 2 running backs, and both of them got to eat plenty, got to eat a lot either way. And I mean, now you got 2 running backs each team. Somebody gets hurt, they eat a lot. That's who you look for. But it's just really a tough situation in fantasy now with the running back situation.
Yeah.
I got one more question for you, gentlemen. So of the rookies that we've seen at the skill positions coming into this upcoming season, which ones do you feel like will be fantasy viable? Either not only in redraft leagues, but in dynasty as well.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, BigE.
All right, either one. I ain't trying to take up all the time. It's just I love like Malik Neighbors definitely. I know people. I mean, Danny Dimes is trash, but Malik is special. I don't think people they don't really grasp it yet. And I don't want to talk it up so much because I got a draft with y'all cats. Brother Fox, but I'm like, Malik is gonna be that dude. If you don't believe nothing I say, he's gonna be like an OBJ. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel. He's gonna be like he gonna get that many touches.
I feel like he got more dog in him than OBJ. And that's no disrespect, but
facts.
OBJ was like a little sweet. He a little sus here and there. Like he got like a different. Yeah. He didn't grow up with both parents. His dad wasn't in the NFL. He got Meek Mill nightmares and playing in his head. I used to run routes like this.
I don't say a word. Hold
up, wait a minute.
But yo,
Neighbors is something else. I feel like he's has the talent to be better than like a Jamar Chase. Like he's like a stronger Jamar Chase. He's a good route runner. He's physical. He goes up for the football, catches with 2 hands, and he just seems like a dog. Like he wants to be the best, and that's nasty.
Cardinals made a mistake.
Talking about Cardinals? No, I wouldn't say like so. Marvin Harrison is just he seems like the safer pick. On paper, Marvin Harrison can do a little bit of everything. Plus, he comes from the legacy that his dad is a Hall of Famer. So I feel like he really can't go wrong there. Hell, look at Patrick Surtain. Like Patrick Surtain was a Pro Bowl cornerback, and his son is now an All Pro and pretty much the best. I personally think the best cornerback in the league. I know some people say Sauce, but I feel like he's a little overrated. But it's just that pedigree's there, and he's killing it too. It's just he won't get that shine because he's playing for a team that's going to be less than 500.
Yeah. The Giants going to be less than 500. I think it's just a market. True. New York versus Arizona. But I had a question for you, and I can't. Oh, your question. I'm going to go with Jonathan Brooks, man. I think
Woo.
I saw that he's going to be back. They're saying week 2, week 3. Probably won't be 100% until week 6 to 7. Even on a trash team, he looks special, man. And I really, really, really believe he is going to be that next guy for Dynasty. He's going to be up there with Bijan and Brees next year. His finish, his back half, we're going to talk about him being winning that Jahmyr Gibbs on that turn. He's going to be the 1.10 to 1.14. That's where we're going to see Brooks next year, in my opinion, in redraft.
To me, he runs he's a faster Arian Foster.
Mm-hmm.
He runs, he's fast, but he's smooth. And he's just, it's nasty.
Yeah, and he can do it all on all facets. There aren't a whole lot of running backs that can catch, that can block, that can house call from 40 out. There's guys who can run and get you for 15 here and 20 there, and there's nothing wrong with that. But damn, don't you love, watching Red Zone or being at a sports bar and you see your guy from the 52 straight to the end zone. He's one of those guys that can get it, can make that house call. And like I said, I truly, truly believe back half of the season, he's someone that you want to either trade for. Hopefully someone goes 2-6 and you trade for him as he's starting to heat up, and he could be your flex, be your RB2, and really take you to the ship and help you make a deep playoff run.
No doubt. I love that. That's one of my favorite strategies, though it is hard. And I know you guys will attest to that. If you got a guy who's running the ball and he runs great 2 weeks, not to say it's so abnormal. He could do it all the year, but you take him and you offer him, for a guy who's unproven. Really, we just think what he's going to do.
Yeah,
it's a scary feeling. I messed up that one year and I traded Eckler. Remember when Eckler blew up when Gordon didn't blow up? Yeah, and I was like, I forgot who I took, but I remember trading him because I just knew he was just going to fizzle out. But little did I know, So it's a challenge.
Yeah, I heard that. Anything else you guys want to talk about? I know we got Vegas coming up. We're excited. We got to create some content and record while we out there. Year 4. I think year 5 is going to be really, really special. Not that year 4 is not special. You don't want to look past your opponent. Obviously, we learn from combat sports. So year 4 is going to be special. But year 5, we already plotting and working on sponsorships. So y'all ready for Vegas?
We're ready, brother.
I'm looking forward for it not to be torrential rains as we had last time. What was it? A jacket? We had the cyber attack? It was a cyber attack. Locked the elevators.
Yeah,
shut it down right as we were flying out. Me and Brother Fox talked about it.
We were leaving right as Vegas got cyber attacked last year, which is crazy.
Yeah. It was just crazy. It was a crazy time. So I'm looking forward to having some rest and relaxation out there. Beat y'all cats in the draft. I got to get my papers and all that ready. So it's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Before we wrap it up, Brother Fox, how can the good folks take care of us?
As always, y'all can give us that HBO special. If you don't know the HBO special, that's the Help a Brother Out special. So help some brothers out. Hit that like button, subscribe. It truly, truly goes a long way.
That concludes another episode of Fantasy Football Safe Space. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the Fantasy Shot Callers YouTube page. See you guys next Tuesday with more camp notes.
Peace.
Go Kansas City.
Yes, sir. Yes.